and welcome to episode 2 of my FM24 beta save with Liverpool. Coming up on today's episode, I've got 2 games for you. It's the first 2 games of the season. We're at home to Chelsea and away to Brentford. So let's get straight into it, and I'll show you the team to face Chelsea in just a moment. Okay, here is the team to face Chelsea, and it is Kelleher in goal, back 4 of Robertson, Van Dijk, Matip and Gomez, Alexander-Arnold at the base of midfield, Szoboszlai and McAllister ahead of him, Diaz on the left, Salah on the right and Diogo Jota up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well, my assistant manager is suggesting that I go with home form's important, go out there and make the advantage count. Why not? So let's get out there and see if we can manage to pull off the win. Into the tunnel, and so it's a big day, isn't it? What are your thoughts as you go into this match? It is a special day. Can't wait to get started. It's nice to start well. If we get on the front foot nice and early, all the better. Am I confident of a good showing? We're in a good place. Now we have to go out there and get the job done. So let's see if we can do. And we'll get the match underway as soon as I clear all of the details out of the way. And here we go. So Chelsea in possession, Ziyech to James, back to Disasi, into Gallagher, back to Disasi, Jackson, back to Disasi again, into James, finds Silva, to James again, back to Disasi. Chelsea knocking it around really nicely, but it doesn't go anywhere, and the highlight peters out to nothing. Ball over the top, but it's too far ahead of all of the Liverpool players, and Kepa gathers that one pretty easily. And it's bowled out to Silva, into Ziyech, Silva to Disasi, and he's played it back to Kepa, who plays it short to Silva this time. And Chilwell on the left hand side runs forward and finds Sterling. He's played it infield to Reece James, who's found Gallagher with the shot, and Gallagher is off target, slightly too high. Highlight comes to an end. And we've picked up an injury already. It's Diogo Jota, which is probably the one we couldn't really afford to lose. So we'll put Salah up front, and we'll swap Diaz and Nunez around. Confirm that. And we've only played 7 minutes, and we've already picked up first injury of the actual season, to go along with the collection we had from pre-season as well. So Matip comes forward now, plays it into Diaz. Diaz out to Gomez on the right hand side. Gomez takes on the Chelsea defence, finds McAllister. Back to Gomez, finds Alexander-Arnold. He plays in Gomez again. Gomez to Szoboszlai, into McAllister. To the left for Robertson, infield to Darwin Nunez, McAllister with the shot, and it's gone straight through the goalkeeper, and it is Liverpool 1, Chelsea 0, and we've played 12 minutes. So great start, and let's see if we can build on that. In fact, this is a replay. We'll skip the replay and I'll turn those off because it will confuse the hell out of me. And we are 20 minutes in, still 1-0 to the good. And this should, on paper at least, be the harder of the two games in this episode. Robertson now with the throw-in into Szoboszlai. Robertson to Alexander-Arnold. Gets his cross away. In fact, it was a shot, and it wasn't far away at all. Highlight comes to an end. We reached the half-hour mark with the score still 1-0. And we're on the attack again. It's Robertson again with a throw-in into Szoboszlai. Robertson back to Alexander-Arnold. Szoboszlai is forced backwards, but he's got it out to the right-hand side to Luis Diaz, who pulls it back for Gomez to Alexander-Arnold. Feeds Szoboszlai. Darwin Núñez and Chelsea knock it behind. So we'll get another corner. In fact, it's not. It's offside. So it's a free kick to Chelsea, but now it's a free kick to Liverpool. It's McAllister out to Salah on the left-hand side. Plays it to Alexander-Arnold. Szoboszlai to McAllister. Diaz, his finish, and it's Liverpool 2, Chelsea 0. And that one does count. 33 minutes gone. 2 goals to the good. Everything's going well at the moment. And hopefully it will continue to do so as we're approaching the half-time whistle. And currently we're sat just outside the Champions League spots. Chelsea though with a free kick. Ziyech over it. Clips it in. The header straight at Kelleher, who gathers rather comfortably. And does he go for the short option? He does. Bowls it out to Van Dijk in the left centre-back position. Forward to Szoboszlai, to Darwin Núñez, back to Robertson. Szoboszlai, forward to Salah. Plays it over the top to Diaz, who finds the back of the net. Liverpool 3, Chelsea 0. It's not half-time yet. So this game should be as good as over by the break. And that goal has taken us to the top of the embryonic league table. Matip to Gomez, back to Matip. Plays it into McAllister. Matip again. Back to Kelleher, finds Van Dijk. Forward to Szoboszlai, into Darwin Núñez. He's lost it. Gallagher's played it through for Lukaku, and Lukaku scores. It's 3-1, and it's still not half-time. And it is Van Dijk with the mistake. And there's the half-time whistle, 3-1. So let's go give them some words of encouragement. Going well, capable of even better. And we'll make 2 more changes. So, I think I'm going to take Van Dijk off. He's having a poor one. I'm going to give Per Schurz a debut, who you haven't seen yet. He was signed after the last episode, but before this match. So he's a new arrival. And I will leave it at that. So 2 changes. Let's get out there for the second half. Salah plays it back to McAllister. Finds Matip. Plays it to Gomez on the right hand side. Forward for Diaz on the right. Diaz, it's out of play for a throw in, and the highlight comes to an end, but we've got a free kick. McAllister over it, right footed clip into the area, headed up rather than away. Salah under it, finds Alexander-Arnold. Robertson gives the ball away, but Salah wins it back. He's in the area, and it's off the goalkeeper. And Gomez collects, so we can keep the pressure on. He's played it backwards, but Ziyech has read it and intercepted. Sterling, but the highlight comes to an end. And in terms of any more substitutions, performance-wise, there's not really much a change. Can I get Gomez off? Maybe. That might be the only one. At the moment, no. It's played out to the left for Robertson. Robertson cuts inside, feeds Salah, and Mo Salah makes it 4-1. He doesn't miss those. Being checked for offside. I hope not. And the decision is that it's a goal. It is 4-1. And at that point, I think we take Salah off, give him a rest, and give Cody Gakpo a run out. And following that, I think Alexander-Arnold for... In fact, we don't really have a defensive midfielder available, as Ziyech plays it back to Sterling. Sterling has turned, he's facing the goal, but the shot is high and wide. So I'm going to take McAllister off and bring on Curtis Jones. And that's my final change with about 5 minutes left. We'll go attacking as James throws it in. Disasi to Jackson, back to Disasi, into James, who comes forward over halfway. Jackson back to Disasi. Ugachukwu is dispossessed and Gomez comes forward. Gomez down the right hand side. He's going to need some support. He's got his cross in and the header is straight at Kepa, who makes the save. Into stoppage time and the game is up, but Gakpo comes forward. Ugachukwu takes it off him, plays it to Kepa. Silva to Ugachukwu. Silva back to Kepa. Silva again to Chilwell. Silva into Ziyech, back to Kepa. Silva into Ziyech. Silva again. They can't get out at the moment. We're putting a really good press on them. Lukaku though to Sterling. And Sterling with the diagonal ball picks out Jackson. And that is full time. Liverpool 4, Chelsea 1. I'll be back in a moment with the second match of today's episode. Okay, time now for the second match of today's episode and a trip to Brentford. And the team for this one, Kelleher stays in goal. Back four is Robertson, Van Dijk, Schürrle and Alexander-Arnold. Endo at the base of midfield, who has now arrived at the club, one of the pre-arranged transfers. Szoboszlai and McAllister ahead of him. Diaz on the left, Salah on the right, Darwin Núñez up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant is suggesting that the boys should pick up exactly where they left off, and I think that's an entirely reasonable suggestion. So let's outstretch the arms and agree with him, and let's get into the tunnel. Liverpool were impressive last time against Chelsea. How do you carry that form into this match? It's important to play well in every match, gives us a better chance of winning, simple as that. How's the mood in the camp? We've got a great bunch of players. They're confident and they believe in themselves. What am I expecting between these two teams? So I'm hoping we have the edge with our approach. They are a good side, but I think we should be better. And we're in the purpley away strip, and Brentford in their traditional red. McAllister to Schurz. Schurz to McAllister. We can go forward this time, but it's given away. Damsgaard, but the highlight comes to an immediate end. So let's drop an encourage already. In fact, I've just caused a highlight to come to an end, which I didn't really want to. Janelt comes forward for Brentford. It's played back to Pinnock. Pinnock to Damsgaard, who cuts infield, finds Janelt. Janelt infield, the shot, and it's saved by Kelleher for a corner. And Buemo with the left-footed in-swinger for Brentford to the far post, headed away. Alexander-Arnold chasing it, gets there. He's got nobody directly ahead of him, but he's persisting with a run to the right wing. He's going to need someone to help him out. He's lost the ball. And Buemo for Brentford, forced backwards to Ayer. Ayer plays it back to the keeper Flecken. Pinnock takes over. Into Janelt. Back to Pinnock. And we need to close him down a bit more quickly than that. It's played forward for Damsgaard for Brentford. Alexander-Arnold briefly won it back, but Brentford regain it. And they're in behind. And we've given away... In fact, we haven't given away a penalty. It's offside. So, a little bit of a reprieve. Highlight comes to an end. I'm going to demand more at this point. Brentford very much on top at the moment. Schade shoots, and Kelleher with the save. Keeps the score at 0-0, but we will have to face another corner. And Buemo with it. Left-footed in-swinger again. And Kelleher is out to claim that one comfortably. What's he going to do with this one? He goes the aerial route down the middle. But it comes to nothing. Van Dijk now to Robertson, into Szoboszlai. Played forward to McAllister, who gives the ball straight to Jensen. Ayer for Brentford. Plays it into Janelt. Out to Damsgaard on their left-hand side. Forward to Janelt, and Schade surely is offside. But apparently not, and it is Brentford 1, Liverpool 0. So demand more. And we definitely need changes at half-time. Brentford have been the better team. They deserve what they've got. And now we just need to make sure we don't go in any more than one down at half-time. Henry with the throw for Brentford. Damsgaard back to Norgard. Schade cuts it back. And Buemo beaten in the air. Szoboszlai finds Diaz. And keeps it in. Finds Endo. Back to Van Dijk, finds Robertson. Plays it down the line for Diaz, who's given the ball away. And Buemo back to Ayer. Into Jensen, who's turned his man again. Finds Roslev. Norgard. Into Henry. And Darwin Núñez has won it back briefly. Salah nips in to win it back again. And this time he's kept it. And gone on a really good run. He's found a cross to Endo. And Diaz is beaten to it by the keeper. So still 1-0 to Brentford at this stage. Diaz definitely struggling. And he's going to come off at half-time, as is Núñez. And that is just moments away now. That's been a really disappointing first half. And there is the half-time whistle. It is Brentford 1, Liverpool 0. So, show a bit of desire, I'm going to go with. And, right, Núñez is going to be replaced by Moukoko, and Luis Diaz will be replaced by Cody Gakpo. And let's get out there for the second half. Let's demand more and see if we can manage to at least extract a point from this game. Ayer for Brentford, into Henry, plays it back to Norgard, into Rorslev, plays it forward and out of play. Highlight comes to an end. I'm not going attacking yet because I don't want to go 2-0 down. We need to take Szoboszlai off and we'll bring on Harvey Elliott as Endo's won it back. Schürrle to Salah, cuts back and then finds McAllister, inside to Szoboszlai, Endo to Van Dijk. Van Dijk forward for Gakpo, round the corner to Moukoko. Szoboszlai out to Robertson on the left hand side. Robertson gets forward to the byline, cuts back, finds Szoboszlai, cross to Endo, and Wataru Endo has levelled the scores on 57 minutes. It's Brentford 1, Liverpool 1. And I am going to continue with that change, but I'm also going to make another one, and Mohamed Salah's going to come off and be replaced by Curtis Jones, who needs to swap wings with Gakpo in a moment. So once he's on and this phase of play has ended, we'll get him swapped round. Janelt comes forward for Brentford, finds Damsgaard. Stop the cross if you can. Salah can't. And the header is straight at Kelleher. Highlight comes to an end, so we will now switch the wingers. So Gakpo and Jones will switch round. And our final change is going to be Alexander-Arnold at right back for Joe Gomez, with 20 minutes left, and Mbeumo with the shot, Kelleher with the save. So Brentford will have a corner and a chance to keep the pressure on. Gomez is on for Alexander-Arnold, and it's Damsgaard playing it back to Rorslev, who's dispossessed, but it falls to Janelt, who finds Damsgaard. It's played behind Janelt, but he gets there anyway. Rorslev to Mbeumo, into Janelt, and that one is high over the bar and out for a Liverpool goal kick. And we're into the final 15 minutes. Still 1-1. Anybody's game at this stage. Jensen back to Rorslev, and Kelleher with the save. So let's demand more and see if we can grab a late winner. We've got no subs left, as we know. We'll go attacking, we'll risk it and see if we can manage to get a late winner. We've got a corner, and it's McAllister with the right-footed in-swinger. And can somebody get on the end of it? Schürrle to McAllister, cuts it back to Cody Gakpo. Robertson plays it to Van Dijk, on to McAllister. Robertson round the outside this time. Robertson gets to the byline, cuts it back for Elliott, crosses to Curtis Jones, Endo, and it's given as a penalty by referee Michael Salisbury. It will obviously be reviewed by VAR, and I'm hoping it's going to be Moukoko to take it if it's given. It is given, and it's not Moukoko. That is McAllister. And Alexis McAllister has converted the spot kick and with it surely giving us the 3 points. So we're into 3 minutes of stoppage time. We have the lead, and it's Robertson on the attack down the Liverpool left. Robertson plays it into Jones, who crosses, and it falls to Flecken, and he launches it forward, and Buemo beaten in the air, and that is full time. Brentford 1, Liverpool 2. I'll be back in a moment to show you the Premier League table and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, time now to take our first look at the Premier League table, and as you can see, with 2 games gone, we've got a perfect 2 wins from 2, and we are absolutely top of the table, along with Tottenham Hotspur, Manchester United and Arsenal, the other teams with perfect records. So let's have a look now at when we're going to come back. And I said I was going to show you the vast majority of the games, and I am. So I'm going to bring you straight back. I'm going to show you West Ham at home in the Premier League, and then I'm going to show you the game away to Wolves. So if you've enjoyed that one, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.